All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
All right, I hear you've picked the perfect candidate to topple the racist, pathological liar-in-chief.
You're fired.
I think we do, sir. We've got a candidate to beat the band. I'm unfamiliar with that saying. Is that like a violent thing, or? Oh, no, sir. It's an old Southern saying that means you'll be louder than the entire band when you're marching in a parade. Natch. Natch, sir. So I'm guessing you found a really loud, energetic candidate to beat Trump? Not at all, sir. Quite the opposite. No? No, we went with a super low-energy guy from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Okay, so we're going with a super intelligent guy with like a bunch of degrees. Lord, no, but I wish. No, our guy's dull and gets confused an awful lot. What do you mean? Like he got his wife and sister mixed up on stage once. What is happening? Exactly, sir. No, I mean, I don't understand what is happening right now. Oh, basically he forgets names, dates, and everything that happened in general. And he's a male, if you believe in gender. I heard the pronoun, didn't want to assume anything. So progressive, sir. Well, you gotta lean forward. I almost forgot, he really likes to smell women's hair. Well, who doesn't? You can tell a lot about a woman by the type of hair product she uses. I'm a Prel man myself. Oribe for me, that or Paul Mitchell. Oh, I love me some Paul Mitchell. Anything but VO5, am I right? Natch. Well, at least he hasn't been credibly accused of sexual assault. Oh, he has been. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, for like a day or two, we were all kind of bummed about it. Well, yeah, but we picked him anyway. Out of curiosity, were there any other candidates who were not accused of sexual assault? Yes. So why'd we go with the rapey guy with dementia again? To be quite honest, sir, we were all, pretty baked that afternoon, so I'm not exactly sure why we did that. But at least it's not Hillary, so... Oh, point taken. We don't want that nag around. No, sir, we do not. So tell me more about this stammering dullard from Scranton. I'm assuming he's young. Actually, he's older than Trump. Didn't see that coming. Well, old people vote more than young people. Decrepit monsters. Totally decrepit, sir. So, we thought we'd carve out a slice of that sweet, sweet hospice pie. Interesting choice. Thank you, sir. Not a compliment. Oh, I'm assuming he's a colored. Whoa, sir! What? The Democratic Party stopped using that terminology after Republicans gave them the right to vote, so we just use person of color now, sir. Isn't that what I said? No, actually, it was very different. You said colored person, and it's supposed to be person of color. Oh, what's the difference? I don't think there is one, but adding that little preposition turns it from super racist to sophisticated. Urgh, so many weird rules. Are you sure that people think it's racist? Oh, yes, sir, it is. Like, let's organize a BLM protest outside this racist bastard's house racist. Oh, no, I like my house. I definitely don't want those people around my house. Not to be a fly in the ointment, but let's avoid those people while we're at it and just stick to candidates of color instead of colored candidates. Democrats have been saying colored since before the Civil War, so trust me, sir, keep talking like that and we're going to get protested to death, like Portland protested. Natch. Big natch, sir. Leaning forward. Always forward, sir. We are the progressives! With the exception of slavery, civil rights legislation, and giving women the right to vote, we've always been on the right side of history. Okay, I'm gonna dovetail straight into the belly of the beast here. I do not understand that phrase. Please tell me that our stammering old creep is a person of color. Oh no, he's white. So he's old, rapey, and white. White as the snow on a polar bear's back at Christmas time, sir. He's even got white hair. That's strange, because didn't we have like a lot of ethnic candidates and like a gay dwarf or something? The judge was, well, he's basically. And you're saying our guy's low energy. Oh, he's low energy on a good day, sir. We stopped letting him do interviews altogether. What are you doing, sir? Well, it kind of feels like my head is in a washing machine. That's probably how our candidate feels most of the time. Our current president is white. Correct. Yes, sir. Yes, he is Caucasian. So we picked a guy who's even whiter. Well, the more we talk about it, the more it does start to sound strange. Yeah, that's an understatement. Why didn't we just go with a young minority? Well, as you know, we made history by electing the world's first young black president, but nobody's ever elected a president with clear cognitive dysfunction, so we just had to check that box. Oh, now I'm getting it. So this is supposed to be like historic then? Yes, sir. America's first mentally disabled president. Wow, it's almost like we're going backwards to go forward. Very progressive. Look at this.
Welcome to Kingswood Community Center. Actually, that's the one down I used to work. As a joke. You didn't know where we were anyway. It's great to be here and back in a place where you know, we hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by
Go, you know the thing.
Anyway, I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness.
Aren't people going to be scared to put somebody like this in charge of our nuclear arsenal? Oh, no, sir. He's already beating Trump in the polls. Oh, really? Apparently, our base is extremely tribalistic and would rather risk a nuclear meltdown than have Trump get reelected. Or any of the candidates of color, minority, whatever, electable. Oh, Lord, no. Oh, no? Well, one of them started getting crazy eyes and telling everybody he was Spartacus. Oh, that's disconcerting. Totally disconcerting. Didn't we have like a red lady in there, you know, Indian, somebody who could tomahawk, chop Trump, and scalp his kids, you know? Wow. Oh no, did I racist again? I honestly don't know, sir. Around here, nobody seems to care. But out in the world, there's a thing called optics, so let's just stick to candidate of color, shall we? Right, the optics. So, an Indian lady of color did have a Native American candidate who was surging with the 18 to 24 demo. Yeah, does that demo vote? Not really, sir, but they definitely make us look progressive. Forward then. Always forward, sir. Well, so far she's sounding better than Old Man River to me. Oh yeah, she was doing great, sir. So, Trump told everybody that she wasn't really a Native American. God, will this racism ever So he challenged her to a DNA test to prove that she was in fact a Native American. Well, that's good news. Let science solve it. Except it turns out she wasn't really Native American. Oh dear. Yeah, she was basically white. Yeah, but not totally white. I mean, like she had a little something going on, right? Rachel Dolezal riding on a polar bear's back at Christmas white, sir. Well, I can see why she's out. Didn't we have a Blafrican American in there? That's not a word, sir. Oh, it definitely is. I just saw somebody use it in the debates. Anywho, she polled worse with African Americans than the old white guy who didn't know where he was half the time. Bernie. No. Biden. Is it ageist or whatever that I can't tell anybody over 50 apart? Why didn't people like the Blafrican American candidate of color? Well, as Attorney General of California, she locked up thousands and thousands of black people for smoking weed. What's that? Yeah, she locked up so many black people, the U.S. Supreme Court had to tell her to cut it out. This is a Democrat running for president? Strange, but true, sir. Strange indeed. How many voters actually got behind this chick? 3%, sir. Uh-oh is right. It certainly didn't help that she said dumb stuff like this.
What else do we know about this population, 18 through 24? They are stupid.
Yikes! Yikes indeed! Yeah, didn't we have some kind of a moderate in the mix? I mean, like a good-looking girl who had minority appeal? No? Oh, you mean Tulsi Gabbard? Is she the one who was like, ha? Oh, very good-looking, sir. She didn't have voter appeal? She certainly did, sir. She was the first Hindu elected to Congress. What? And the first American Samoan person elected to Congress. What? She also served in Kuwait, where she was a medic treating wounded soldiers and earned the Combat Medical Badge and the Meritorious Service Medal. She's a war hero? A real American hero, sir. And she's still enlisted, in fact, serving at the distinguished rank of Major, I believe. So, let me get this straight. I think I know where this is going. We had a female war hero. It's like a train wreck in slow motion. A Hindu, no less. She worships like a million gods. And an American Samoan minority. That's correct. Yeah, so how did we end up with this old white guy? Hillary told everyone she was a Russian asset. Oh, sweet Lord. I know, sir. She ruins everything. She's the absolute worst, sir. She bombs in 2016. Awful. Won't just shut up about Russian interference. Embarrassing. And kills my best friend Jeffrey Epstein in jail? Wait, what? So, we're stuck with this old white guy who's losing his mind. Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. Yeah, I really don't know the guy. Joe Biden? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the guy who said Blafrican American. Yeah, like me.
The only Blafrican American woman that ever been elected.
He was Obama's vice president? Yeah, not ringing any bells. So just to, loop me in. I just can't believe that you've never heard of Joe Biden. Well, I can't believe you didn't know Blafrican American's a word. It's really not a word, sir. Tahini. Those are both correct. But one's a place and one's a sauce. Wait, this guy Biden's already run for president twice. That's right, sir. A hardened veteran. Here's a video of him talking to reporters when he was running in the 80s.
What law school did you attend, and where did you place in that class? And the other question is, could you quickly, I think
I probably have a much higher IQ than you do, I suspect. I went to law school on a full academic scholarship, the only one in my class to have a full academic scholarship. I was the outstanding student in the political science department at the end of my year. I graduated with 3 degrees from undergraduate school and 165 credits, only need 123 credits, and I'd be delighted to sit down and compare my IQ to yours if you'd like, Frank.
Wow, that's impressive. Well, sir, there's more.
Biden now concedes he did not graduate in the top half of his law school class, that he does not have 3 degrees from college, and that he was not named outstanding political science student in college.
Newsweek says Biden actually went to school on a half scholarship, ended up near the bottom of his class, and won only 1 degree, not 3.
Joe Biden ranked 76th in a class of 85 at the University of Syracuse Law School. I mean, this guy comes off this whole thing as a flyweight.
Now Biden says Newsweek is right. His memory had failed him.
Yeah, I was trying to tell you that he used to lie a lot. Well, that's alarming, I guess. It also says here that he's responsible for the tough on crime bill in the 90s that, locked up tens of thousands of black people for smoking weed. That's our guy. Yeah, what's this about plagiarism? Oh, yeah, I totally forgot about that.
He used phrases identical to those delivered by British Labour Party leader Neil Kinnock.
Biden seemed to be claiming Kinnock's vision and life as his own.
Why is it that my wife, who's sitting out there in the audience, is the first in her family to ever go to college?
Why is Gladys the first woman in her family in 1,000 generations to be able to get to university?
My ancestors who worked in the coal mines in northeast Pennsylvania don't come up after 12 hours and play football.
8 hours underground and then come up and play football.
It's because they didn't have a platform upon which to stand.
There was no platform upon which they could stand.
I should have said, to paraphrase Neil Kinnock, it's the only time I didn't, and all the times I've ever used it.
But CBS News found a tape of a second instance.
It reappeared in the New York Times with a new charge, that Biden had appropriated a famous litany from the late Robert Kennedy about what the gross national product cannot measure.
It cannot measure the health of our children,
The health of our children,
the quality of our education,
the quality of their education,
the joy of their play,
or the joy of their play.
Biden gave Kennedy no credit. He has also quoted or paraphrased John Kennedy, Hubert Humphrey, and British Labour Party leader Neil Kinnock, all without credit.
Joseph Biden admitted today that he committed plagiarism when he was in law school. He said it was a mistake, but that it was unintentional.
He quoted 5 pages of someone else's work without proper citation.
I've done some dumb things, and I'll do dumb things again.
So, when he ran for president before, he had to drop out because he got busted for plagiarism and lying about, a whole lot of things. I mean, he used to lie like a rug, sir. You said he used to? Yes, sir. He used to lie. Oh, so we can trust what he says now? Oh, heavens, no. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. Yeah, but you said used to. Oh, he still says all kinds of things that are completely false, but we don't think it's intentional anymore. It's just part of the mental handicap. Well, that's a relief. Take a look at this.
It's a moving war story that Joe Biden has told before.
This guy climbed down a ravine, carried this guy up on his back under fire.
That he was in Afghanistan as vice president when he was asked to pin a silver star on a heroic Navy captain.
I said, sir, I don't want the damn thing. Do not pin it on me, sir. Please, sir.
Ultimately, the Post reports Biden got the time period, the location, the heroic act, the type of medal, the military branch, and the rank of the recipient wrong, as well as his own role in the ceremony.
And it's the God's truth. My word is a Biden.
See that look in his eye, sir? He's clearly not trying to trick us. No, he believes that those things literally happen. Well, if the only problems are that he's older than Trump, whiter than Trump, is falsely claimed to be a genius, sniffs strangers' hair, hides from reporters, and has been credibly accused of sexual assault. Oh, don't forget he also locked up a bunch of black people. Well, hey, I'm sold. What's not to like? You know, as long as we pick a really good Veep, I'm thinking we could pull this off. Yes, sir. That's why we picked Kamala Harris.
Son of a...
I've done some dumb things, and I'll do dumb things again.
And it's the God's truth. My word is a Biden.
What else do we know about this population, 18 through 24? They are stupid.